Hello everyone, we are from Group 10. I am Dzaky and my partner is Jason. Today, we will be discussing our research on improving the server resilience against DDoS attacks through Anycat routing. The domain name system, or DNS, is a critical backbone of the Internet, translating human-readable domain names into machine-readable IP addresses. Unfortunately, DNS servers are prime targets for distributed denial of service or DDoS attacks. These attacks aim to overwhelm a server with legitimate requests, making them unavailable to legitimate users. Our research explored Anycast routing as a potential solution. Anycast directs traffic to the nearest server in a geographically distributed network, offering advantage for DNS performance and security. Our study aimed to address three key questions. First, how effective is NHS routing in improving DNS server resilience against DDoS attacks? Second, what are the performance difference between DNS server and with and without NHS routing during DDoS attacks? And lastly, is how does the addition of supplementary protection features impact the effectiveness of NHS routing in mitigating DDoS attacks? To answer this question, we designed an experiment with the following components. Variables. Use independent variables in DNS server configuration and DDoS attack. Dependent variable is response time and ability to handle requests. The control variable is tested website, experiment environment, DNS query methods, and DDoS attack space. We use a black box testing approach focusing on external behavior without analyzing internal architect code. Our setup includes a virtual machine running Ubuntu OS, an open network environment using cell phone tethering, the dig command for DNS queries, clearing DNS cache between tabs. We test three DNS configurations. First, local DNS, second, Cloudflare public DNS without warp, and lastly, it's Cloudflare public DNS with warp. Our sample consists of randomly selected 9 popular websites. Why use local DNS and public DNS? In our research, we choose to compare local DNS and public DNS service for several important reasons. First, performance. Local DNS servers are typically managed by organization or individually and are closer to the end user. This proximity can potentially offer faster response time. On the other hand, public DNS like Cloudflare use globally distributed network. By comparing this, we can access which approach provides better performance under normal condition and during DDoS attack. 2. Security. Local DNS often have limited resource and may lack advanced security features. In contrast, public DNS service usually implement sophisticated security measures. Our comparison allows us to evaluate the effectiveness of these different security approaches in mitigating DDoS attacks. 3. Real-world relevance. Many organizations still use local DNS servers, while others are shifting to public DNS service by including both. In our study, we provide insights that are relevant to a wide range of real-world scenarios, which help network administration to make informed decisions about their DNS infrastructure. This is our workflow experiment. First, measure website response time before attack, and and then execute video as attack script, and then measure response time during attack. Next, stop video as attack and repeat for each DNS configuration. For results will be presented by my friend.
Let's look at our results. This table shows the response time for each website across our three DNS configurations, both before and after the DDoS attack. Local DNS and Cloudflare alone without warp, without the anycast routing feature experience complete failure or timeout when faced with DDoS attack, demonstrating the importance of anycast routing in improving resilience. The use of warp together with anycast routing in Cloudflare showed improvement in handling DDoS attack, with better response time than without warp. The experiment showed significant difference in the response time of the local DNS and Cloudflare's public DNS before and after the DDoS attack. Local DNS and Cloudflare's without warp experienced timeout, while Cloudflare with warp continued to respond despite the increase in response time. Uh, Looking at average response time, local DNS before attack is 2.932.77 ms. Cloudflare without warp before attack is 203.44 ms. Cloudflare with warp before attack is 172.44 ms. Then Cloudflare with warp after attack is 117.66 ms. Cloudflare with warp clearly outperformed the other configurations, both before and after the attack. We also analyzed network activity using Wireshark. For local DNS and Cloudflare without warp, we saw a flood of packets during the attack. With Cloudflare and warp, we observed ICP-MP packets with destination unreachable message, suggesting warp was actively blocking the attack. Based on our findings, we can conclude 1. Anycast routing alone is not sufficient to protect against DDoS attack. Our experiments showed that while anycast routing as implemented by Cloudflare's DNS service did provide better performance under normal condition, it was still vulnerable to DDoS attack. When we subject the Cloudflare DNS without warp to our simulated DDoS attack, it experienced timeout just like the local DNS server. This indicates that the geographical distribution and traffic routing benefits of Anycast alone are not enough to withstand a concentrated DDoS attack. 2. Additional protection measures, such as Cloudflare Warp, are necessary for effective mitigation. The introduction of Warp, Cloudflare additional security feature, made a significant difference in our test. Unlike the other configurations, Cloudflare DNS with Warp enabled continued to function during the DDoS attack. While there was an increase in response times, the service remained operational. This demonstrates the crucial role that supplementary security measures play in enhancing DNS resilience. Warp likely employs advanced traffic filtering and rate limiting techniques that work in conjunction with Anycast routing to identify and mitigate attack traffic. The 3. Combination of Anycast routing and Warp showed significant performance, improving and resilience against DDoS attack. Our results clearly show that the combination of Anycast routing and warp provided the best overall performance and resilience. Before the attack, the configuration had the lowest average response at 172.44 ms. More importantly, it was the only configuration that remained functional during the DDoS attack, with an average response time of 117.66 ms. This synergy between Anycast efficient traffic routing and warp additional security features a robust defense against DDoS attack while maintaining high performance. For future research and practical applications, we recommend integration with other security solutions. Evaluate the effectiveness of integrating Anycast routing with other security solutions, such as web application firewall or intrusion detection system, to improve overall protection. Testing at a larger scale. Conducting testing on a larger scale with a bigger number of DNS requests and longer attack duration can provide a better understanding of system performance in real-world scenarios. And 3. Implementing a real-world time performance analysis. Developing methods to monitor and analyze DNS performance in real time during attack can provide deeper insight into how systems adapt to ongoing threats.
Okay, thank you for your attention. Our research highlights the importance of combining Anycast routing with additional protection measures to improve DNS resilience against DDoS attacks. As cyber threats continue to evolve, so must our defensive strategy. Thank you.